everyone and welcome to a new little feature that I thought I'd feature, because it's a feature that worth featuring, is Cooking with the Rascal. Now I'm going to be doing chicken chasseur and I'm going to talk you through what I do, and it's an ideal opportunity when you're on the boat to go through the ingredients you're going to need, and because you're on a boat so we're going to be presuming that you might not be able to get like fresh vegetables and all the rest of it. So let me talk you through what I've done so far, and you can follow along at home or when you're next on a boat. So what I've got here is I've got some potatoes cut into quarters, and they're just about to come onto the boil because we're going to do some mash, because mash is easy on a boat and it tastes good. Okay, these cookers don't get as hot as your ones at home, so making say saute potatoes or chips is harder. Then we've got some chicken ready to fry off in the pan there, which we've just cut up, as you can see, quartered like this. In addition thereto, we're going to have some fresh mushrooms, some baby carrots, and the cooking sauce itself. So it's all easy for a boat. As you can see, we're working in confined space here for the boatyard, so take note to put the sinks the other way round so the draining board is on the side closest to the cooker. This means all of this can be made as prep area without having the risk of dropping stuff in the sink. You will need a masher. I've been on boats where they don't have these, so before you attempt to do mash, make sure you've got one of these. Make sure you bring with you a can opener. 99p this. You peel your potatoes, you boil your potatoes, you boil the potatoes till they're soft. You will then mash them. And for mashing, you will need some butter or some margarine. Add a little bit of salt in there as well. Now I don't do cream and stuff with the mash, we're on a boat after all. As for the chicken, which we'll get to, don't worry, I'm not just going to talk about this and go, ta-da, it's served. No, I will talk through this as we go along. But the chicken, you just want to brown off. You don't want to fully cook it, you just want to brown it off. And that goes in the pan with your mushrooms. So we're going to cut the mushrooms up next. We've cut the mushrooms up. You can use bun mushrooms and not have to really cut them up. These were sort of large flat mushrooms, just your mushrooms that you get, any mushrooms. Cut them up, don't need to cook them. Just put those into the pan when it's with the sauce and the chicken. You will cook all of the chicken, the sauce, the mushrooms and the carrots for about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so we've chopped our mushrooms. We've drained, that's an important point, the carrots. Because if you don't drain them, the mushrooms contain a lot of moisture, and then we'll be diluting down our cooking sauce. So you drain the carrots, tip them in, tip the mushrooms in, tip the sauce in, all goes in the same pan. We're frying off the chicken. Note this pan, it's a nice one, isn't it? Hey, in the Cockney accent, innit? You know, my friend, it's non-stick. You don't get non-stick on most boats. This, my friend, $4.99 from Asda. And we're just browning off the chicken, and you know when it's ready to go in because you can use your spatula, not a knife, don't, because you're scratching on stick. But if you just press, and you can just see it tenderly goes through, look at that, it breaks in half. See, the heat breaks it for you, and you see it's white all the way through. Now, this is the point where your health freaks are going to be like, what? Because first of all I did some sunflower oil into the pan, which I didn't really need to, but I like to. So you got all that oil, look at that, all that fat, I don't care. In it goes. This is rascal cooking. Sploshy, sploshy, sploshy. Simmers. For 25 minutes. Just like that. Then you can go and make the table, attend to your fishing line. There's very little washing up to do, it's not too greasy and horrible. And so that is Cooking with the Rascal on a boat, chicken chasseur. I'll show you how to mash the potatoes in a minute, just for in case you didn't know how to mash potatoes. You want to see how I mash my potatoes. This is all cooked down, you see how nice that's gone now, it's already cooked down, all your mushrooms have cooked down, everything's looking lovely. So don't skimp on your margarine or butter. This isn't about a diet, this is about taste. Bit of salt in there, and then we're going to get mashing. So as you can see, that is how you mash your potatoes. Work it all in. What I like to do is have the gas on under it, just on low, just to melt that butter or marge down a bit more. there it is. That's the chicken chester mashed potato with added mushrooms and carrots.